year in a row. I'm the founder trustee of the Mysuru Literary Forum Charitable Trust and the book clubs. So Mysuru Literature Festival runs on crowdfunding. If any of you want to become friends of Mysuru Literature Festival, do contact us. Okay. India's iconic World Cup finals in 1983 against West Indies, the 36 runs. 38 runs, sorry. 38 runs. Good, no? No, Srikant has given me a offer to partner with him in some business. If I make these mistakes, no, he's going to withdraw. So don't correct me if I'm wrong, just leave it, you know? Because we'll have him more coming to Mysore if we start doing anything together. Some textile business or something. Anyway. I know, correct. So the finals in 1983 against West Indies, the 38 runs, the arena of stars and the deadly West Indian cricket team who were at the peak of cricketing powers with stars like Sir Vivian Richard, Clive Lloyd, etc., to name a few. This gentleman scored highest number of individual runs with both the teams put together. Which led to a revolution in Indian cricket. He is here. I'm presenting to you Mr. Krishnamachari Srikkanth. Please.
Thank you, Shiva. God bless you.
May I request our trustee, Rayan Irani, to come and do the formal introduction.
Thank you, Shubha. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and good morning to you, Srikkanth. Pleasure to have him here with us today. Most of us, I think, don't need a real formal introduction, but I have to do this. So I'll keep it sometimes as brief as his innings used to be. But, but I must tell you, whenever Srikkanth came to the crease, one thing for sure, whenever we were watching cricket, for us it was Diwali, because there was fireworks. I mean, he's the man that actually led the brigade. Today, you know, people talk about baseball and, you know, the great pinch hitters and people like Great Batch and Sachin Tendulkar and Jai Surya. All of them learnt from this gentleman, because he's the man who came up to the crease and was attacking from the word go. He thought there was no stopping him. He never held back. Of course, while he did all this, he didn't play cross bat. He played good cricketing strokes. And who can forget that fabulous on the knee square drive, Srikkanth, in the 83 final, where he treated the 4 West Indies pace bowlers, where most people used to shiver and shake. He treated them with utter disdain. And I must say that you know, this really, as Shubha said, it led to a revolution of cricket in India, coupled with the introduction of color TV in the country. And it was the first sort of cricketing event that was viewed across the country simultaneously. This gave a huge breath of fresh air to the game in our country, and you've all noticed now where it has reached. It's a pity that you were before your time, because we would love to see you play T20, believe me. Born 59, trained as an engineer, made his debut in one days and in the test in 1981, retired in 1983. He was a captain of our Indian cricket team. He scored centuries, taken 5 wickets in an innings, as well as 5 catches in an innings. He's been there, done it all. A man gifted with fantastic eye-hand coordination and given us tremendous amount of pleasure watching him play the game. I will now cut short. Of course, just before, I can just also add, yes, he's an author. He writes, he's been a commentator, he's been a coach for the Indian A team. He's been the chairman of the national selectors. He was in charge when we won the World Cup 2011. He was a chief selector, and he's blogs. He has his YouTube channel. He's been writing. He's been a commentator. You name it. Multifaceted. Krishnamachari Srikkanth, fondly known as Chika. All to you, sir. Thank you.
Hi, should I say, what should I say? Hi, Mysuru or Mysore, I call it Mysuru, please. And ladies and gentlemen, I think thanks a lot for a fantastic introduction, Ryan. Very kind words, and thanks, Shubha, for the introduction. And as Ryan said, it's just that in my life, I knew only play how to T20 cricket. I could not play more than 20 overs in any case. So be it test cricket or one-day cricket, I could play only 20-20. So my life has been 20-20 right from school days, I should say. I mean, Arun called me one day and said, Chika, I want you to come and talk about lessons from life skills on the 1983 World Cup. I thought, okay, fine. I've spoken this topic enough and more, I guess, but I'm sure you all must have heard it in a lot of YouTube channels or in some programs. How many of you have heard my speeches like this? Only a handful. I thought a lot more would have heard it actually. Anyway, so how many of you have seen the movie 1983 World Cup, by the way? Okay, good. So then my speech will, see what the whole concept of the speech I told Shubha when we were talking and I spoke to Arun and Shubha, my good friend Arun and Shubha, is that I'll speak for some time, I don't know how long, but then I thought we'll have more of an interactive session. So you can, Shubha, pass around the mic, about your 4-5 mics, hand mics. You can just distribute it, and those who want to ask questions, you can just raise your hands, and probably Shubha will help me moderating it here, and we will do it. Now coming to the lessons. See, dear friends, you're all writers, right? I mean, I'm talking to an intellectual lot. I mean, most of you are intellectuals. I also consider myself intellectual from the cricketing angle. I'm an engineer, yeah. Come on. So, but then, you guys are an intelligent lot. See, when you write, let me put it this way. First lesson you learned in the 83 World Cup was, when you write, what is the first thing you have to write? What is the first quality you need as a person? Can anybody answer? Passion. Passion is life. Unless you have a passion for something, how can you write? Correct? The passion is the first word that comes into life when you want to do anything in life. And especially as a writer, you need passion. See, it's not about money. It's not about success. It's about what you want to write. You are thinking about something. You're writing. And so you need passion. So you need to have very passionate about whatever you do. And if you see in the 1980 World Cup, I mean, I go back to one man called Kapil Dev. I mean, you see the passion he exuberates in the movie also, because I'm taking the movie into account, because that now that you all seen it, I mean, now I'll tell you whatever you saw in the movie, 99% of the incidents are all true incidents, by the way. Slightly modified maybe for the cinematic sake, but all the incidents are true. You saw passion coming in from him? That's the reason. You see Virat Kohli today, he's so passionate about what he's doing. And that's why Virat Kohli is King Kohli. Imagine a guy like Sachin Tendulkar, man. 24 years. I can't imagine a guy's playing for 20. Incidentally, Sachin Tendulkar made his debut under my captaincy in 1989. And he retired that time he was a 16-year-old kid. And he retired, 2013. So what drove him to that? Passion. It's all about passion. Unless you're passionate about something, you cannot be a winner. And that is what 1983 World Cup is all about. One man called Kapil Dev was so passionate about it, while all of us thought we are all going for a honeymoon. I just got married recently that time. March 30th I got married. June I'm going to 83 World Cup. Then one of the people had arranged a trip to US Fine, about 6-7 of us were going to US for a holiday. So the tickets were booked Bombay to New York, stopover in London to play the World Cup. That's the truth. And that came in the movie also, right? It's a fact of life. My wife, that time they used to have something called excursion fare tickets in Air India. You pay 10,000 rupees, you book the ticket in New York, you have a stopover in London. So we thought, okay, World Cup, yeah, chalo, we'll see London, nice place. We'll see Lord's, the great ground. We'll see the semi-finals, finals. Anyway, we'll be kicked out of the round or early rounds. So that was a mindset all of us had gone, or most of us had gone. But one man who changed all this in the opening game against West Indies, Manchester, when he gave a speech. I mean, we didn't have a big team meeting and all. It used to be, our team meetings used to be very, very small. They hey, karo, oh, karo, ye karo, chika, kuch bhi karo, like that. So, coffee, a few cigarettes, and then your team meeting over. But then, this guy suddenly turned up and said, hey, we can't beat West Indies. We all said, pagal hai re kya? You see the movie, and I said, that's what we thought is mad. How can you beat the West Indies? Ryan already mentioned, or Shubha already mentioned the names. Richards, Lloyd, the 4 fast bowlers, whose names none of us want to ever remember even today. Do you want to remember his name, sir? Michael Holding, Roberts, Marshall, Garner. You won't get sleep after that, I'm telling you today. So, who wants to remember this name? So we all thought, okay, and as I said, in the movie, we had 2 World Cups happened before, and the West Indies were the reigning champions. 75, we lost all the games. 79, we lost even Sri Lanka. That time, Sri Lanka was not a qualified test playing nation. In the 2 World Cups, we had beaten only one team called East Africa, which I said to the team, first of all, is there a country called East Africa? Any of you tell me? There's no country called East Africa, correct? It's just that all the Tanzania, Uganda, Kenya, all the Gujus there, bye, Patel, bye. They put a bunch and say, come on, you go play World Cup. So, that is the team we beat, and then we say we beat in 1 World Cup match. And that is what even the movie, that Farooq engineer says, I scored the highest score there against East Africa. Kya baat hai? So, but this guy said we can beat, because in the 83 World, just before the 83 World Cup, India had gone to the full tour of West Indies in 83. And India, I was dropped in the tour, that's the time I got married. And so, India beat West Indies in one-day international at Berbice, place called. His logic was, if we can beat West Indies once, why not once more? I thought, hey, macha, you know how all this capital, how many of you know Tamil here? Oh, good. And you know, my roommate was not a kind of Kannadiga, Roger Bini, by the way. So my roommate was a Kannadiga. Hey, nada walaram pacha, macha is bloody pagal re. As usual, you know, when a leader says something, when Cherian, who's supposed to be a leader, or Shubha as a leader, or Ryan as a leader says something, everybody will say, ayyo, arwale gadal bore. Bore kya re, leaders could. You know, any captain, even when the father says something, the son today think, ayyo, pa, you're boring, pa, correct na? Yes or no? When you give a little bit of advice, when you give something, ayyo, enough of your advice, pa. So we all thought, as usual, any captain, any leader, managing director, some of you must be businessmen also. When the boss says something, we all say, the boss has gone mad here, he's giving all kinds of targets, how can we do all this and all? So our attitude was the same. But he kept on saying, then suddenly, we realized, maybe, but it could be true, so let's try. That's when the whole first lesson of self-belief started. So I always believe, dear ladies and gentlemen, that if you have tremendous self-belief, if you have confidence, somebody used the word confidence for writing a book. Who was that? A few people said confidence, right? Yeah, there you are. So you say confidence, that's confidence, self-belief, passion. When you combine all this, you can achieve the most impossible things in life. That's the most important lesson you can learn. Like, I was just talking to Ryan. I said, boss, why did you close that goddamn Java factory, man? What a bike it was in our college days and school days. He said, no, we are starting. So, obviously when he's starting, even with so much of competition, even with so much of years of lag, if you started with passion, believe that no, Java can still be the bike. which is from Mysuru bike. It can be a great success is what I'm trying to say. And that's what Kapil Dev, what he called, infused into us and said, we can, we will, we can. So the point is in life, today, with so much of competition in life, life already is in a T20 mode. All of us are in a T20 mode. Everybody is running a T20 mode. Except for probably the age group like ours. Most of you seem to be around 60 if I'm right. Average age group here is about 50 or 60? Okay, 50 and 60, I'm 63, I'm 62, 50. That 50 also is in our range only. So, anything less than 30 or 40 is the 20-20 range. Anything above 50 is the 6 our fight test match range actually. We are the test match range. So, but life itself is in this mode. So we have to, change our attitude also. We have to adapt ourselves. See, adapting to situations is one thing we also learned from the 83 World Cup. See, situations might differ from time to time. In English conditions, the ball moves a lot, seems a lot. In that match, in that Zimbabwe match, for example, the ball was seeming zoom, zoom, zoom. What's Gavaskar called 0. Srikkanth got out 0. Yashpal Sharma 0. We were 17 for 5. 18 for 6. You saw in the movie. Unimaginable to play a knock like that by Kapil Dev. Unimaginable. I tell you, dear ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately the match has not been telecast. If it had been telecast, it would have been one of the greatest innings any of you would have ever seen in your lives. What a knock, yeah. Imagine a guy, a captain, who's already the captain. He is taking up the one. As a captain, you have to take up the responsibility. At the same time, it's a one-day match. You will have to keep hitting. You cannot get out. There are not many people behind you. You have to hang on. That's why he begs in the movie. Hey, first he begs Roger Pini, just stay with me, stay with me, stay with me the other end. Then he begs Madipa, Madanlal, Madipa, Madanlal. You just stay there. Then he begs Kirmani, another Kannadiga. So he comes and goes, Kirmani. But somehow with just them staying there, how he smashes the ball all over. Woof. After a point, once he scored 50, what you saw in the movie is all true. The ball is flying anywhere and everywhere in Tonbridge Wells. For that, what do you need? So again, you need what? Tremendous self-confidence. From 18 for 6, you will have the confidence, I can do it. I will do it. And you need tremendous positive energy, correct? To play positive cricket. See, from 18 for 6 or 17 for 5, so what is your good name, sir? Do you play cricket? Do you know anything about cricket? Oh, you know cricket. At 17 for 5 in your life, what did you have done? Huh? Boss, if you are in a situation 17 for 5, what would you do? You will try to, come on, don't give me this bullshit. You're bullshitting now. 17 for 5, most of us would have said, Macha, we'll do a little bit of tuk-tuk, hang around, try and play 60 overs first, and take the score to 150. Yes or no, madam? This would have, so the guy with the t-shirt is bullshitting, so leave it there. So first thing in life you need to win. If you want to win, you should have a bullshit for yourself. First be true to yourself. Then you can be true to others. So the mindset is for us, for ordinary people like us. When I say ordinary people like us, I'm talking from a cricketing angle. Okay, 100. Even in the movie, Sandhu says, hey, हमको 100 मिलेगा तो अच्छा हो जाएगा, 150 मिलेगा तो अच्छा हो जाएगा, hey, अच्छा रे, थोड़ा इज्जत मिलेगा, respect आ जाएगा. He never thought of winning. He said, we'll still lose the match. At least we'll get 150, we lose the match. It's better we get. That was a mindset all of us would have had, yes or no? But this guy had different plans. Imagine, 175 knocked out. That is the biggest lesson all of you will have to learn. Because today in life, if you see, a lot of youngsters, I don't know how many youngsters are here in this crowd. I saw Masuma, my very good friend's daughter here, and her husband. Where is you? Where are you, Masuma? Where are you? Oh, she's there. So yesterday my friend, sorry? I don't know, but I don't think her husband looks like an extra anyway. She looks like a young girl lady. Husband Ali, sorry Ali. You are all the intellectual lot. I am sure we'll rule the world economically also. Yes or no, you tell me. So shortly we'll rule the world economically. Everybody has to say, man, India means, that is what it is. So that is what the 83 World Cup did as a sport. And now the whole, we as Indians should be proud wherever we go. We'll start ruling the world in everything and anything. That is the most important lesson. I think that is what it is. See, everything boils down to winning and being a champion. So if you want to win, the basic qualities or lessons all of us need to learn, or you'll have to impart to your children through your Mysuru literature, forumists, that have tremendous self-belief, have tremendous passion, have tremendous energy. I always believe that positive energy, see, energy, how many of you are engineers here? A few handful. I happen to be an engineer, but I first started putting BE. Then they started asking me 2 technical questions on electrical engineering. I dropped the BE later. I put K. Srikkanth proudly BE, I said. It so happened. Then what happened? Then started asking me too many technical questions on engineering. I said, no, I can't answer this. So I dropped the BE degree from that actually. Otherwise I had to put BE, the Krishnamachari Srikkanth BE. I didn't want to put that engineering BE there later. But as the thing is, so we need tremendous amount of energy. I mean, in the science, the basic philosophy of science is energy can neither be destroyed nor created. It can be transferred or transmitted. Please understand. I repeat. Energy can neither be destroyed nor created. It can be transformed or transmitted. There is some energy in the world. That energy always, ultimately it all comes from one energy. Please understand, I'm sure you'll all understand as intellectuals. Everything comes from one energy. That's what we are talking to Cherian also in the morning in the table, breakfast table. That energy is what we call the superpower. The superpower is what we all call God. That energy, that's only one energy. In the Iyengars, since I believe there are a lot of Iyengars sitting here, since the Iyengars call it Lord Narayana, the Shaivites will call it Lord Shiva, the Muslims will call it Allah, the Christians will call it Jesus Christ, Son of God. So that God is what the ultimate energy is all about. We all multiple paths and ways of accessing the energy. That is what it is. So that is the only energy available. From that energy only everything happens. Even today, the greatest of scientists don't know how the world is created. Yes or no? The only thing that some people say, Big Bang, suddenly Big Bang, one thing happened, I believe, Big Bang theory. It's a Big Bang shit-all theory, that's it. There's nothing called Big Bang theory and all. And they'll also change the scientific modes every now and then, by the way. They'll say, no, this is that. Then they'll say black hole. Boss, we all know about the black hole all over the year. Nobody knows how the suns and the stars. See, why do we all praise the sun as a god? Most of us, at least as Indians. Correct. It's a source of energy. We call it solar energy. That's all, nothing else in English. But today is Sunday. Today is Sunday. Sun is the biggest source of energy. So you can say Gayatri Mantra for Lord Surya or Aditya Hridayam for Surya. You can do whatever you want for Surya. And since you are in Mysuru Literature Fest, I should bring this. We are talking about Sunday. I don't think it's inapt to talk about it. I'm not a religious person. I'm just giving an example. How many of you know the shloka Aditya Hridayam? 1, 2, 3, hardly 5 people. Okay, I know, including me, 5 people. You know what the shloka of Aditya Hridayam is? First of all, do you all know the story of Aditya Hridayam? Because it is all connected with cricket and energy. That's all, that's it. I'll stop with this and then we'll go for the question and answer sessions. See, Lord Rama, as per our history, I don't call it mythology. Mythology is the wrong word, first and foremost. So next time onwards, all you literature fest people, don't call it mythology. There's nothing called myth. Mythology means it's myth, which is not true. It is known as Itihasa in Sanskrit. I am a Sanskrit student also. Itihasa. This thus happened actually. History. Lord Rama, when he saw this goddamn demon called Ravana, he was actually, in English terms, shitting bricks. He didn't know what to do. There was a 10-headed demon. You go one head you take off, the other head comes in again, replaces. So you take how many other heads you take off, so many heads come back. So this man did not know what to do. At one stage, Rama literally gave up, I believe. Gave up. If you go through Ramayana completely, Lord Rama literally gave up. That is the time, sage Agastya is supposed to have come. And if I may request one of the persons who knows, Aditya, come through the stage, please. I saw a lady, please, you may come. Lady there, you come. This is first few shlokas, you can come and tell me with me. Come. Come. Why are you feeling shy? First quality to get over is get over the shyness. Because today is a Sunday, I think you're reciting the shloka. Please, madam, you start reciting the first few lines for me. I'll recite with you, don't worry. I have a lapel mic. What's your good name, ma'am? Naintara. Oh. But the original Naintara is also an excellent bomb.
She called herself after me.
But you are also a reasonable bomb, I can say. So all Naintaras are bombs, yeah. One is an atom bomb, other is a Lakshmi bomb, or a Kurvi Vedi, that's all.
I'm not a superstar though. So
No, that doesn't matter. You're a bomb. Why do you worry? My wife is a bomb. Okay, start.
Aditya Hridayam Punyam Sarva Shatru Vinashanam.
So, sorry, you're starting the Tato Yuddha Parishrantam Samare Chintayasitam Aditya Hridayam. Okay, start.
Aditya Hridayam Punyam Sarva Shatru Vinashanam Jayavaham Jape Nityam Akshayam Paramam Shubham Sarva Mangala Mangalyam Sarva Papa Pranashanam Chinta Shoka Prasamanam Ayur Vardhanam Muttamam Lakshmi Mantram. I don't know after that. I have to.
Lakshmi Mantram Samudrantam Devasam Namaskritam Pujayasya Vivasundam Bhaskaram Bhuvaneshwaram Sarva Devatma Gohe Tejasvi Rasibhavana Eva Devan Lokan Surgan Lokan. Thank you. Okay. See, thank you, Naintra, the bomb. So in earlier on, it is earlier preamble is Tato Idda Parishrantam Samare Chintayasitam Ravanam Chagruto Dushtva Yuddhaya Sopasitam Daivadesha Samagamya Dushtum Gama Upagamya Agastyo Bhagavan Rishi Rama Mahabaho Shunugiham Sanatalam Era Sarvanarin Vetse Samare Vijayishasi Aditya Hridaya Punyam Sarvashatru Vinashanam Javaham Japai Nityam Akshayam Paramam Shivam Sarva Mangala Mangalyam Sarva Papa Pranasham Chinta Shoka Prashanam Ayurvardham Uttamam Rashmi Mantam Samudyam blah 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 blah. It goes to the end. So that is what, thanks to Nainthara for that thing. I think you only missed the preamble. The preamble is what the sloka is all about. Tato Idda Parishrantam Ravanam Chagruto Drishtva. So when Rama saw, Drishtva means when he saw. When Rama saw the Ravana, he didn't know what to do. That is the time said Aditya Rama Mahabaho Shunughyam Sanadam. Please listen to me carefully. Aditya Hridaya Punyam Sarvashatru Vinashanam. Aditya Hridayam Sloka will kill all the enemies. You can any kind of negativity can be warded off. And yes, he says, you repeat this sloka 3 times a day. You will derive that energy from Lord Surya. It so happens you are from, Rama is from Raghukula. You all know that, right? Rama is a lineage of sun god Surya, incidentally. The Dasharatha's family is from the lineage of sun god. So Surya's family, lineage. So he says you derive energy from Surya, then only you will have that energy to beat this king, this demon called Ravana. So after that, Agastya goes away. Rama takes it, derives that energy, saying the Aditya Slokam, and then defeats Ravana. The point here I'm trying to make is, if you have tremendous energy with you, you can succeed in anything. And that is what the 83 World Cup is all. You saw the energy on the field, not the energy on the field. You saw the energy, all of us there at one point. After the Kapil's 175 not out, the next match was against Australia. Roger Binney, both brilliant. All of us contributed 20-30. You saw the energy. You saw the energy against England. When we beat them in West India, when we beat them in semi-finals, we beat them hollow. They are talking about England West Indies final. We did not bother. Kapil Dev said, why should I give a statement? Let's prove it on the field. Correct? So, that is what it is. Energy. Once you gain that energy, the moment we got Gordon Greenwich out in the finals, the moment we got a couple of wickets out, our energy levels went up, even though we scored only 183. Then you see on the field, all of us jumping around this, and when Kapil Dev takes a brilliant catch of Viv Richards, our energy levels goes up. So ultimately it's energy. And that was what our 1983 World Cup team was all about. The energy in the dressing room used to be fun. We used to keep ragging each other, have fun evenings, full funny time. We never used to be bothered. So energy is one thing, that is what you need to learn a lot. You surround yourself with good positive energy and be laughing. See, life all of us, today, we lost the idea of laughter, fun, charm. All of us have become very serious in life, correct? No? Romba serious item, bore life is there. Anybody talk in front of the computer, thank God. Anybody talk in the computer. And already, anybody in front of WhatsApp. Guys don't know, my kids today don't know how to play bambaram, yaga. Top. Kids don't know how to play kite. Don't know how to play gilli danda. Don't know how to play marbles. My son is 38 years old. He doesn't know how to put a top gilli danda kite. I have done all that in my roadside. That is what we need. We have to do all that. And that is what the cricketers are all about. Cricketers come from the lowest level. We all say, all cricketers even today, when you come up from the ranks, you go by unreserved trains, unreserved bus. Then only you get into that. Once you reach a level, only you go in aircraft. Otherwise, trains, stinking toilets, university times, no chance nahi. You will be put in dormitories. 9 rupees allowance. In 9 rupees allowance, you'll have bread, breakfast, coffee, tea, dinner, bread, whatever you want. 9 rupees, what can you do, you tell me? I'm talking about 80s. Even 80s, 9 rupees, could you do anything? So, that is how it is. And 83 World Cup, we saw that. Our allowance is so less, anything free means we'll run. Yeah, number dosa, Kalyani Mami. The incident is true again. The incident is true, slightly modified for cinematic sake. There used to be a lady from Tamil Madras who had come to see her daughter there. She gave us food. So anything free means we go free food, yes. Free laundry, yes. Free this thing, that. So imagine that is only adaptability. Slowly you would have to adapt to situations. You have no choice. That's what Mohit Ramana comes and tells you. But are you a rich guy? You can buy a pant, go to the laundromat and go clean your laundry, that's it. So that is how it is life. In life, we'll have to adapt ourselves beautifully. And adapting to situations, I think one of the best guys in the modern day cricket I've seen is Dhoni. Dhoni adapts to situations brilliantly. And that's why he's been a very successful captain. You need to know how to adapt yourself to situations. Sometimes you'll have to attack. Sometimes you need to defend. Sometimes you'll have to take singles. Sometimes you have to go for fours and sixes. That is what cricket teaches you a lot. And that is what 83 World Cup taught us a lot. Adapting to situations, having tremendous self-belief, and passion. Passion means you just think of Kohli, Kapil Dev, and Tendulkar. That's it. Energy means you think of Kohli and Kapil Dev. That's it. Now Srikkanth. Shubha says now Srikkanth. Oh, you think so? Thank you, Shubha. Okay. So energy. Be energetic. Be laughing. Make a fool of yourself. See, today also again, we have all gone to a world where we say, both my sons, I have Appa, don't talk like this, in front of people. Sometimes they are very scared to be known as my sons, by the way. Because my sons think that I blabber a lot. My wife thinks I blabber a lot. So I have now, there is one versus 4 in my house. So what to do? But I tell them, see, I am a natural self here. I always believe that if I can make a fool of myself and make a few people laugh, my day is made that day, man. That's it. See, what is life for? Sir, I'm sorry, sir, your age, sir. True age. 28 rivers. Okay. See, what's your good name, sir? Narasimhan. You ask Narasimhan. Correct, no, sir. When you look back in life, what do you have to look back? Say, I'm 60, I'll be 63 in December. I'm 62 and a half. I'll be 63 in December. So, when I look back in life, end of the day, when you feel you should be satisfied, there should be a sense of satisfaction. It's not the amount of money alone you make. It's not the name, fame, money, whatever it is. It's a question of satisfaction. And I think that is what we should be aiming for. And for that, you need laughter. You don't have to be formal. You don't have to really work. Please do the most unorthodox things in your life. Don't ever, Shubha, don't run away. Don't follow ever copybook. Come here. It so happens Shubha's husband was my tabler like me. You do only unorthodox things in your life. Never do copybook style. You do copybook where it is necessary. Otherwise, be your natural self. That is what happiness is all about. Do you agree with me, Mr. Narasimhan? See, I had to wear this coat because, okay, formal function. Otherwise, I'll come in a vesti and a jibba, no problem. So let's be always energetic, be natural, and be a lot of tremendous self-belief. See, when I came here, I don't believe in preparing speeches. Arun just gave me a brief. Then yesterday I had to talk with Shubha and Arun this morning. Then what do I have to talk? Now, I'm hoping that's it. I don't think I can keep on talking if you want. There are multiple lessons cricket has taught us in life. Multiple lessons, but that will be unending. So I think we'll stop with these topics. And I think, yes, 45 minutes over, Shubha. So now we will have question and answer sessions, out of which you will get more answers. You can ask any questions. If it is a very, very tricky question, don't worry, I'll duck it beautifully. So I'm used to ducking bouncers, so that is you can spread the mic around. Those who want to talk, you just maybe get up, or a lot of people showing the hands up in the back, and introduce yourself and talk one by one. I don't know.
Chika, before everybody gets going, I want to ask you about Imran Khan's captaincy.
Imran is one of the greatest leaders I've ever seen. He'll say, "Oh, Salim boy, he's the Raja." He'll say, he'll say, "Oh, Ramesh boy, he's the Raja." And he'll stay in more long off, and he'll say, but he's a good captain. Again, he's a captain who believes that his team can win. He motivated his team. He said, "Arre, kya kar rahe hai?" You know how it is, you know, that he thinks he's a king, and he will talk to him. He's not a great fielder, but he'll stand in mid-off where the ball comes less, and then he'll give the "Arre kya Salim bhai, kya Ramesh, kya kar rahe tum." But again, he also felt that he could win the World Cup, that Pakistan could, and they won it in 1992. So it's all about belief. Every team, see, after so many years, after World Cup was started in 1975, England won 2019 World Cup for the first time. They've been the home of cricket once upon a time. And that too, they have scraped through New Zealand, two super overs. But for that, India has hats off. Yeah, third World Cup we won. And we again won, as Ryan said, the 2011 World Cup also we won. So God has been very kind, I should say, to me, that God made me a part of both the World Cups. 1983, I was a player. 2011, I was a chairman of the selection committee that picked the World Cup team. So God has been kind, that's it. Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir. It's a wonderful presentation. I am...
Did I present something?
Yeah. So natural.
Presentation I thought is all, I'm the only fellow in engineer, I'm the only fellow in digital education without knowing how to operate a computer even today.
Wonderful.
All I know on mobile is WhatsApp, messages, reply. Beyond this, I cannot touch anything.
That's right.
That's why I don't know anything about WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and all. I don't know anything.
Wonderful, sir.
That my son handles.
That's great. So, actually, this question could have come at the end of the question and answer session, but I'm giving this question to you.
What's your name, you said?
I'm Professor Naganna.
Professor Naganna.
Yes.
How are you?
Well, so,
Tell me, Professor.
actually, Kapil Dev's innings you described very beautifully. The people talk about luck in respect of cricket. So, what is your take on that?
Sir.
Does it play?
I'll tell you very frankly, with Professor Naganna, you are lucky to be here today. Luck is a given factor in anything in life, boss. You call it luck, you call it God's grace, you call it whatever you want. Luck is a crucial factor everybody and anybody needs. You understood, Professor Naganna? So, you are lucky to be a professor, by the way. I mean, imagine there are so many engineers or whatever it is who just miss engineering by a few marks. They don't get engineering seat or whatever it is. You don't get a job. So luck is a major role. I think. I mean, people have different theories. People have say, I mean, if you are a God-loving person, people say it's all 95% God's grace, 5% effort. The others will say, the modern day youngsters will say, no, 95% effort, only 5% luck. I have a different theory. 95% God's grace, 5% effort, that's all. So, whether you call it God's grace as luck, whether you call it whatever you want to call, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Sir. Your head is shining, you can start. He's got no hair, that's why. I give it to the shining head. Yes, sir, sorry,
Yeah.
I'm just joking. Huh?
Yeah, no problem, sir.
What's your name?
My name is Vijay. You may not remember me. I used to manage your wife's stockbroking account in 99.
My wife.
Yeah. Well, no. The point is not that.
Okay, one question. You said you were managing my wife's stockbroking account.
Yes,
What are
sir.
you doing sitting in Mysuru, by the way?
Wait a minute, sir. Sir, you make everybody nervous, including my friend Nayanthara, who's my classmate. She's never nervous. And you made her
Hey,
nervous.
but Nayanthara is looking great and she's looking like a bomb. I gave her a compliment, yeah. Nayanthara, you come here again, ma.
Sir,
Come here, ma.
sir, her husband
What
is
is he
sitting.
talking?
Sir, her husband is
Forget
sitting
about
here.
husband, yeah. Who wants
Sir.
husband? I come.
Yeah.
Nayanthara, you come.
Yeah.
Nayanthara also doesn't want her husband,
Yeah.
actually.
No, sir, I want to make two comments. You spoke of passion, you spoke of aggression and all that. But what I found in you was humility. I remember distinctly in 2000, April 2000, when you called me and said, I'm Srikkanth, husband of Vidya.
Continue, Vijay.
Yeah, you called me and said,
Ah.
I'm Srikkanth, husband of Vidya. You didn't say, I'm Srikkanth, the great guy and all that kind of thing, right? So that is humility, I would say. Okay.
Oh, that is compulsion.
Yeah. So I think I mean we have interacted many times. Maybe you don't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The second point which I wanted to raise was see, I saw the premiere. I mean, you had a session with the director and all that, and you spoke about what Jiva spoke in the movie about Kapil Pagala and all that. When I saw the movie twice, I have followed your career for a very long time. I wish you had played the role of Jiva because the kind of passion which you brought on that day, on that stage, I don't think Jiva could have brought. The dialogues. They're absolute. I request everybody to see that. That is absolutely passionate. Oh, Kapil Pagal hai sala. Oh, kuch bhi. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Vijay. I mean, nice. Thanks for kind words, Vijay. I mean, I think nice. But see, humility is very important, Vijay. See, you have to understand one thing. End of the day, I'm sure Narasimhan will agree with me. Boss, one day, my father passed away when he was 66. Potaki went off in a heart attack. 22 years back, my father passed away. 66. So I tell my wife, if I go by my father's this thing, it is another 3 years plus or minus. I keep 70 years. 70 is a general benchmark. You give me 70 plus 20, 70 plus minus 4 like my father, whatever it is. My mother passed away 2 years back. She lived up to 80. So I'm just saying, what is yours? You have to be humble. all of us understand one thing. We are all human beings, and let's be human beings. And nice to each other.
Sir, the
The
next.
problem is, nothing is permanent in life. I always believe that.
Yeah,
Srikkanth,
and,
this is, yeah.
Like,
Sir.
Shubha, in the first 2 rows, ko mic koduma.
Sir, this
Can I
one.
ask you a
Yes, sir.
question?
There's a mic with somebody.
Yeah, I got
How
it,
many
sir.
mics are there, by the
Yeah,
way?
yeah. I'm here.
Now, I'll do one thing. 1, 2, 3,
All right.
4, 5. Sir, your question is okay, no? I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sir, you'll come at 6, sir. Wait, sir.
Srikkanth, quick question. Having laughed so long, a serious note. Continuation of what Vijay said. My name is Jayesh Chakravarti. Where does passion, confidence end and arrogance begins? How do you delineate between a player who's self-confident or anybody who's self-confident and courageous but bordering towards arrogance? How do you?
You use the word, correct word. You've answered it yourself. Bordering. See, confidence, overconfidence, ego, arrogance, it's all levels. Passion is different from all this. But confidence, overconfidence, I always believe that whenever you're overconfident, you will get out automatically. Cricket teaches you that lesson every day. The day you think you're big, you are gone. Number one. That's where overconfidence comes. Then it comes ego, arrogance. When it goes beyond that, it becomes ego, arrogance, and you'll pay a price for it sometime. I mean, how you pay a price for it, God only knows. So I think you need to know how to balance it. You yourself said very rightly. You need to know how to balance between overconfidence and arrogance. As human beings, all of us tend to be arrogant sometimes. As human beings, we all tend to be egoistic sometimes. It's not that we are all saints. I am also sometimes egoistic, sometimes arrogant. I'm not saying no, or sometimes overconfident. I try to rectify myself. I try to correct. See, one thing I'm sure the Mysuru Literature Festival will do is, we are learners for eternity. Till we die, we keep on learning. So that's one thing I'm trying to learn between arrogance, ego, and thing. Because whenever I've been arrogant, I've only lost her. I know it for sure. I lost my captaincy because of my arrogance. So I gave an arrogant interview on the TV. So I lost my captaincy. So it happened to me. I know it. Next. Back. Yeah, there.
There's a little girl who wants to
Oh, there's a little girl. Sorry. Come, little. Come on the stage. Come up. What's your name?
My name is Parisha, sir.
Your name is?
Parisha.
Ask question, Parisha.
I would like to ask you how you got interested in cricket while you were an engineer.
Oh! Terrific question, Parisha. See, Parisha, what do you want to become when you grow up?
Biology scientist.
Fantastic. Now, do you play or not? Do you play games with your
Yes,
friends?
sir.
You can do both. So you not only balance your timing. While playing, you play. While studying, you study. Don't listen to your mother, father too much. They study. You do one thing. When you have to play, between say 4:30 and 6 you play. After 6 you go and study. Before that you are in school anyway. So I'm sure you'll become a great biology scientist. And you should become like Biocon one day. Okay? God bless you. See, it's a question of balancing again. As Parisha has a very valid question. Today what has happened is, a lot of this, because again competition. The parents are thrusting the children to study. And they realize that they don't understand that sports, games can also go simultaneously, or extracurricular activities like singing, dancing, whatever it is, can go along. It's a question of adjusting and balancing your time. That's it. Next.
Srikkanth,
Yes, sir.
I just want to know, what is the allowance remuneration you got after winning the World Cup by BCCI?
I think Yashpal Sharma said in the movie, 25,000 rupees or something like that. So 25,000 rupees is a bonus. We also, 25,000 rupees. So that is it. I mean, you have to understand one thing. Never compare eras in life. Never ever compare eras. I cannot compare my era with my father's era or my grandfather's era. Okay?
Yeah.
So I don't believe in comparing eras. You should never compare eras, is my thing. I mean, our era is a different era. Why? My childhood hero, Guddappa Vishwanath. Wow, what a cricketer, man. What an outstanding cricketer the world has ever produced. I mean, it's quite that. Who can ever forget his 97 not out against the great West Indies in Madras out of 91, out of total of 193. See, I'm a childhood hero. It so happened that God was kind. I've taken Vishwanath's autograph as a schoolboy. I played with J.R. Vishwanath. I played for the country along with J.R. Vishwanath. And we are good friends even today, J.R. Gunda, Vishy and myself. So, his era is different. Our era is different. So you cannot compare eras. I mean, it's like, I'm sure it's the same in any profession. Whether you're an engineer. Today's engineers still earn a lot. But we as engineers or somebody else who was an engineer older than me, never compare eras. Accept changes and move on. That's it.
Good morning. This is Anil. And my straight question,
Anil.
Anil. Yeah, my straight question is like, the southern players aren't as passionate and aggressive like the North Indians. Why is that? Though we have got the cricketing talent is there, but we don't see even to this day. They might play good cricket, but not unlike the North Indians.
See, Anil, to answer this question, yes, you answered it partly yourself. See, talent, we are highly talented. But in all fairness, I think South has dominated world Indian cricket a lot. I mean, we've had the Prasannas of the world, Chandrasekhars of the world, Venkatrakans of the world, Gundappa Vishwanaths of the world. We have now Javagal Srinaths of the world, Kumbles of the world, Dravids of the world, and Venkatesh Prasads of the world. And then we had so many VVS Lakshmans of the world. So South has had its own share if you look at it. Yes, we are probably too much of the intellectual lot, style, grace, technique and that. But not, see, again it's got history. Since you are talking about Mysuru Literature Fest, I'll bring in history. You have to understand. See, if you look at three Punjabis, they've always been invaded for thousands of years. The region of Punjab has been invaded for thousands of years. They had to be fighting. They had to fight. I mean, if you listen to the stories, my dear friends, you will be amazed to listen to some of the stories. They have lost everything in Pakistan. They have driven out of Pakistan, coming back, standing alive. They don't know whether the parents are alive, the son is alive, the brother is alive. They started regrouping and they have no choice. They have to be fighters. You understand? That is why Punjabi aggro is there. Kapil is chodhenga nahi, aisa attitude. So that is the attitude. Because they were the guys who were actually defending us. That's why we see the three areas. Punjab, Rajasthan, Gujarat. They are all the border areas. You go historically, all the movies you see, the Muslim invasion or the Greek invasion, Alexander's invasion, any invasion was Persian invasion, everything was through the northwestern borders. That's why you see all those three communities are doing the best in the business of the world. Gujarat, Rajasthan or Punjab. Marwadis, Gujaratis and Punjabis. Because they are strong fighters. They know what it is to lose. They have lost everything. It's got history to it. We in South, below the Vindhyas, are happy idli vada types actually. We will all be happy because we've never seen any problems. You will only talk about Tipu Sultan, one Tipu Sultan who didn't came. Forget about this Tipu Sultan and all. They see that and all. They are every day, day in and day out invasion there. That is for thousands of years. We in south of India, whether Mysuru, Hyderabad, Andhra, Kerala, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, happy, a party morning, idli vada over ya, good ya, dosa over ya, good ya, temple over abba, after Sangala, Bhajana Gizan and all over abba. We have always had a peaceful life. Yes or no? So, for us, the question of aggression is not there. It will never be there. Because it's not in our blood. Few might be very aggressive. Few will be very thing. Otherwise, we'll all be only the intellectual lot as we're all sitting here, nothing else.
This is Sridharan. This is Sridharan. You have fascinated us from the colleges. I'm just 1 year younger to you. and I have named my son after you. His name is Srikkanth K.
Oh,
Because K is for Srikkanth.
well, Srikkanth. Thank you, Srikkanth. How old are you, Srikkanth? 24. Okay, thank you, Srikkanth. I hope your name is useful, no?
Yeah. It is not Krishnamachari, it is Srikkanth Kaushik.
Sorry?
He is Srikkanth Kaushik.
Okay.
Yeah, my question to you is, you brought probably the aggression into Indian cricket, and who motivated you? Actually, you are the basic source. Maybe the people around you were not so aggressive that time. So I have been following you right from your first match.
See,
So how was that aggression?
See,
that
basically,
came?
I don't know. I think Sridharan, it's just that I played cricket for fun. Let me be very frank. I never wanted to be a cricketer. I never expected to be a cricketer. I didn't have a dream like today at the school level. I first wanted to be an engineer. I wanted to first get into engineering. So I had to study lots. So maths, physics, chemistry, you had to get a double centum, physics, chemistry. You had to get 93% to get into engineering. So that towards the middle of engineering, second or third, in fact, Arun, your cousin, Srinath Ratnam, he always found me talented. Me and Srinath Ratnam used to open the college. He said, Chika, you have the bright future. Da. I said, shut up, da. What? No chance. First year engineering. But he saw me. See, it's unorthodox. I had the guts, Sridharan. For me, it is just that you need to have guts. I played unorthodox. My life has always been unorthodox, whether it's my cricket, whether it's my studying, whether it's my talking, whether it's been my anything in my approach, it's been unorthodox. And I just went by something called gut feel. In life, always believe in something called gut feel. You listen to your heart. Don't listen to your mind. Don't be too intellectual in your thinking. Listen to your heart. Do what your heart says. So I play cricket that way, Sridhar. And that's what it is. God has been kind. So maybe that time my unorthodox style was needed in Indian cricket, and that's why I was able to get a breakthrough quickly. You understand? And I was a person who took an attitude, if I have to die on a cricket field, let me die on a cricket field. So otherwise you cannot play the fast bowlers. At least those days we didn't have helmets and all, you understand? So that is how you take the attitude, Sridhar.
I'm Dr. Suresh. I wanted to ask you one simple question. You've always been forthright, never mincing words. Even as a selector, you never minced words. So what gives you the confidence and what gives you the guts to tell that?
See, because I'm true to myself, Suresh. When I know I'm not lying, when I know, see, my decision need not be the correct decision. May not be the best decision. But that point of time, my decision is this. Our decision as chairman or selector is this. And I have never hidden anything from anybody. I am a very, very straight, I think I'm a straightforward person. If I tell you, I'll tell you on your face straight. If you're beautiful, I'll say you're beautiful. If you're handsome, I'll say handsome. Straight away. I mean, I started the speech by Ryan only. Java bike, what a great bike, man, it was. Why did you let go, I said. Like suddenly I took a liking for Shubha. Shubha was very energetic yesterday. Seriously. The way she came and invited me and to say, seriously, I think there's a spark in Shubha. It's a fact, Shubha. There's a spark in you. And that's why maybe you're leading this fest and you're able to do it successfully. Everybody needs a spark. And I always believe that if you're true to yourself and honest, no, nothing. Even if you make a mistake, people understand. But if you try to hide and say, oh, you know what it is, I try to do this, and you try to pose and try to be correct, politically correct and everything like that, you will get into an issue somewhere. You understand what I mean? So, might as well tell the frank truth. I mean, whether it's right or wrong, blunt, I'm blunt, my mouth is my greatest asset. My mouth is my greatest enemy too.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Hello. Yeah.
See, Wasim Akram, it is not, I pulled him and he took the top edge. I was not hit by his fast bowling. I was hit on my own. It came off the bat. But the Wasim Akram, the Marshall, or the whole Hadleys, At that pace, they used to move the ball a lot. That is what the most important thing. They are funny action. Marshall, at the speed, he was very slippery. Those who have the slippery action, Richard Hadley, late movement. I think for me, pace was not a problem. For me, the problem was pace with a little bit of movement, in and out movement. That is what my problem was.
Hello.
Yeah.
My name is Dr. B.R. Pai. See, you said sun has energy.
Yeah.
Actually, sun's energy, every day morning, I see after getting up within 1 hour, that energy, after I need not need to eat much at all. That gives a lot of energy to me.
So you're accepting with me?
Hey, pardon?
You're accepting with me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Nayanthara, for telling me the shloka.
See, because of that, I am 80 years young, but absolutely my energy is very high. My son is here, you know.
You learn, oh, he was a bullshitter there.
See, that is what I like yours also. I follow a lot of things what you said. And every day morning, I get up and see sun.
Very nice.
Gazing. Sun gazing. Absolutely gives
They
me
saw Surya Namaskar. No, that is what Surya Namaskar is all about. What is your name, sir?
Dr. B.R. Pai.
Dr. B.R. Pai said very rightly. You see, when you have the energy, that is what the Surya Namaskar today's yoga says, Surya Namaskar. When you do Surya Namaskar, you don't have to do any other exercise, they say. I mean, I'm lazy to do it, I don't do it. I just look at the sun. But I used to look at the sun every ball and play. In my young days, they said looking at the sun directly will spoil your eyesight, you will get blinded. I never got blinded, I saw the ball better. So, that is what it is all about. See, it's all, again, everything, thank you very much, Dr. Pai, for supporting me and Nayanthara, because it gives you a lot of energy. See, everything is about energy, boss. Why do you pray? When you pray, you derive energy. Why do you go to temples or churches or mosques? You go there to pray, to derive energy. All you want is energy. See, today, I like to see some people below 40. Hands up, please. I think that lady is below 40. Below 40, yes. This is young kid, yeah. Put it down, below 40. Hands up. Boss, 2 of you come here, no? 3 of you come. 1, 2, 3. Because they are the youth of the world. Today's youth of India. You are also there. Come, 4. No problem. All of you can come. All of you can come on stage. You don't have to feel shy. First thing is, what's your name? Atma. Arnav. You? Nishita. Daritri. Sannidhi. Pratiksha. Mridula. Manisha. You ask all these people, they'll say calories. I burned so many calories, right? What is God? I'm burning calories. Where do you see the calories? Nothing. It's all bullshit. Don't follow all that. Then they all have this watch something. I did they'll do. I burned a lot of calories. You need to burn a lot of calories. I think you don't have to do all that. Don't do anything. Just be alive. You look nice. Don't worry about people saying I'm plump. Plumpiness is actually good looking. Don't worry. So, the whole point of the youth have been come to the modernized world of losing energy, calories, this, I know, sugarless. Then they'll say that, what is it? Diet Coke, sugar-free. Are Rama. You know, I have 6 teaspoons of ghee every day for every meal. Do you eat ghee? Do you eat ghee? 6 teaspoons you have. You'll see how energetic you feel. Now they reverse the theory. Now ghee is very good for health, they said. All these days they said bad. Now they say good. They'll come back and say sugar is good for health. So anything in moderation, frankly speaking, are you all South Indians by any chance? All of you South Indians, right? Let me be very frank. He's a chef. Who is a chef? Your hairstyle suggests so, actually. Boss, our South Indian meal diet is the best diet, actually. They have the balance of everything. Why do you think they have rasam, sambar, tair, payasam? There are scientific methodologies which none of us know. Even Narasimhan does not know. Even Dr. Pai does not know. I like butter masala. Yes. Yeah, Mysuru butter masala. Nothing like that. I love butter. Every day have a constant fight with my wife. I love sweets. Even today I eat sweets. Enjoy life. So what I'm trying to say is, this burning calories, all and all is fine.
Srikkanth, I am a doctor.
You are doctor too, Dr. Narasimhan. Yes, sir.
I am a surgeon.
Oh, surgeon. Oh, you go.
You said I don't know that. You said I don't know that. That's why I'm
No, I never said you don't know that. I said, I said all of us, we are on one side, sir, and they all don't know what I'm saying. Only these people. This youth I'm saying. I said even Narasimhan does not know why that's. No, I said the South Indian meal, why is so stable? None of us really know. It has been there for ages. I'm not admitting this. It has been there for thousands of years. I mean, who founded it? What is the theory behind it? I don't know really. Maybe you know it as a doctor. But I'm saying our South Indian food diet is a brilliant diet. So why I'm trying to give this point is, I was trying to answer whose question? I forgot whose question I was trying to answer. Energy. So you get energy like this, don't worry, okay? Don't follow too much of Western. What is good in Western you follow, that's all. The West are the best people. They know what is the best from East, they take it. They almost try to what do you call? Patent yoga. Imagine. Which is our theory. So good luck, God bless you guys. So follow the West, take the best for the West. They take the best for the East, that's right. That's when he has the question.
Sir, I'm a cricket fanatic.
Well, very good.
So I wanted to see what person who has seen Sunil Saini's 174 ball, 36 innings.
I have not seen it at that time.
No, you debuted 1981.
But that was in 1975.
But you could have watched it.
No, I didn't. That time no TV.
But you didn't talk about.
No.
You didn't talk to Sunny about.
No, I didn't. Why? Boss, he's Sunil Gavaskar, boss. Leave it like that. That's all.
Excuse me, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm Dr. Shivana. I'm 77 years old. Just in case you're talking only about the youth and the younger generation, I just want to tell you I belong to the older generation.
You're the Bangladesh.
Pardon? No, but let me ask you the question, okay? You see, you talked about playing cricket for fun and how you got better and better as days went by, and then you showed a lot of promise. But you didn't tell us one thing. You see, I read some years ago, when you were playing cricket, they tested the reflexes of the cricketers, and you were found to have the quickest reflex. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Maybe
yes.
you're right.
That is I think that was the real secret of your success, because you could see the ball earlier, you could pick up the length earlier, and since you were a natural stroke maker and daring, that made you really successful. Am I right?
Sure enough. Thanks a lot for helping me, because I cannot talk about that myself. Correct? So you answered my question very rightly. Thanks for answering, Dr. Shivana. What is said is right. See, end of the day, it's all about reflexes, eyesight, they call it hand-eye coordination today in the commentators. Nothing less. Pass the ball, idea put smart. So, what Dr. Shivana said is very right. It's all about eyesight. It's all about, it's all about, everything happens in a few milliseconds. A few milliseconds, whatever you call it, fraction of seconds. Like, first you have to see the ball, you have to decide, your mind has to decide what shot to make, and the decision has to be taken, and you have to execute it. So everything has to be coming in a few fractions of seconds. Seeing, thinking, hitting, timing, everything. Everything has to happen in a fraction of a second. So what Dr. Shivana said is very right. And that's why people like Sunil Gavaskar, the Guddappa Vishwanaths, are great, because in that split second they were all able to score runs against the mighty West Indians consistently. Brilliant. Webb Richards, they are all kings. He is King Richard. He will be the super King Richard always. Nobody can come here, in my opinion.
My name is...
Number 10, what is that?
Yeah.
10 more minutes you're saying. Oh, you're giving me a warning. Okay.
Okay. Can I just ask, my name is Dr. Shiv. I'm also
too many doctors here.
Yeah. I'm also a surgeon But I do agree with you.
Sir, all you said is, what are you doing? Open up your
Mostly cutting people and making people bleed. But having said that, you're absolutely right. Modern dietetics is heading in the wrong direction. There's a lot of nonsense being spoken. So I do agree with you. Thank you for mentioning that. We need to learn that we are being taught also.
So you as doctors should propagate this, sir. If I say they won't believe it.
That is exactly why I'm saying it in front of you and shooting off your shoulder. Thank you.
Yeah, I have one question. I remember Srikkanth, after playing each ball, you used to go to the short leg. What's the secret about it?
See, first is I'll answer Dr. Shiv, thank you very much for clarification. You're very right, Dr. Shiv and Dr. Narasimhan. See, I always have this nervous energy. That's why first they gave me this mic. I called up Shubha, especially quietly, and said, please, I need a label mic. I can't sit in one place quietly anytime, even today. So I have this, you call it the nervous energy. So for me to concentrate, I used to do all that, right? I used to take my chance. I used to blink a lot. That blinking of the queen is because I used to have a habit of twitching my eyes. My mother had it. Even today, when I'm nervous, I do all this. I start doing all that when I'm nervous. That means I'm concentrating. When I'm concentrating, I need the nervous energy. Whatever you call it, the nervous energy or whatever you call it. That energy, I try to gain energy that way. Then I come and look at the ball and try and play a shot. Either I hit or get out. That's a different thing. So, it's got that nervous energy. I'm trying to energize myself, and I had a lot of stupid habits, but then, sorry? I'm not giving the tip. Like everybody has. I won't say nervous tick. It's just that I'm concentrating. I don't know what medical term you use it for. I don't know really. So I don't know, doctor. So I don't know the medical terms for all that. See, I always believe that I don't know what runs in my body. I don't know what happens. You have medical terms for it. That's correct. So I'm a very frigid person, and I cannot be sitting in one place. I'm a very talkative person. I cannot sit quietly for some time. Even in my house, I cannot sit quietly. I keep doing something. That's my nature. At the age of 63, I cannot change anyway. 62 and a half.
Sir, what is the future of one-day cricket?
Oh, that's a good question. Now, I still believe that one-day cricket should be safeguarded nicely because it's got its own charm. I believe that there are three parallel ways of cricket: Test, One-Day, and T20. And maybe we'll have to space out timing in the sense that, see what is happening now, the series is happening. Now everybody is waiting to watch the T20, then the One-Days. I don't think you should have the T20 and One-Days together. Either you have One-Day series or a T20 series. I believe that will really popularize the game because every game has a charm. No, but people like Ben Stokes are retiring. I don't know, like Wasim Akram making a statement that one-day cricket should be banned. I don't know. Then they will say one day they'll say Test cricket banned. So it cannot be T20 all the way, right? One day also has its own charm. T20 has its own charm. There's Rajiv Sardesai walked in, who's also been a cricketer. His father was one of the greatest cricketers India has ever produced, by the way, Mr. Dilip Sardesai. In fact, I always say that if it was thanks to Dilip Sardesai and Mr. Sunil Gavaskar that we won the 1971 series, the first time ever we beat West Indies. And I remember Dilip Sardesai, sir, I don't call him Dilip, I used to call him Dilip, scored a brilliant 212 in the second test, if I'm right, first test. And he saved the test match for us, and then he scored. It so happened that he got overshadowed by Sunil Gavaskar 774. Dilip got, I think, 600 runs in that series. How much? Imagine, 640 runs his dad had got. One of the greatest cricketers India has ever produced. And Rajiv himself was a good cricketer, and it so happened I had the good fortune of working along with him in CN when I was his cricket expert. Then when he left CN I was also thrown out of CN I don't know. So good to see him, and that's what I said. It's all about, as I said, end of the day, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks a lot for